my channel, you guys. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Gugzzr and I post Talk Tuesday videos every single week in which I dive into the subconscious mind and ponder the thoughts that you most likely have had in your life but have never really had the chance to talk about. So that is what this channel is all about. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I stopped caring about what people think of me. This is something that every single human struggles with. I'm simply just explaining how I have drastically stopped caring what other people think of me, and it has happened in a very short amount of time, I should say, but I'm just gonna break down what happened, why it happened, blah blah blah. Growing up, I've always just cared a lot about what people have thought of me. I was insecure, I had pimples, I still do have pimples. I just cared a lot what people thought of me because there's always expectations of where I should be, what I should be doing, and honestly, external validation really drove that, because if I was doing something correct as a kid, I am being praised for that, whatever correct is, whether it be doing sports, whether it be doing well in school, getting good grades, whether it just be the way I'm talking, whatever. I'm being praised for that thing, and I love that feeling. It's because it made me feel like I was fitting in. I was doing something right because other people are giving me external validation. That was very much so ingrained into my brain, like external validation. And really, if you care what other people are thinking of you, it's because you want everyone to like you and you care about external validation. You want validation from other people, and it's instilled in us from being kids, going to school, getting grades, being taught that you should be seeking external validation from other people. But recently I had a breakthrough that is simply not true. No one has ever really taught us to give ourselves validation. Now, what does that even mean? We have never been taught to ever achieve things that we internally want to achieve or do things that we want to achieve, because other people's opinions or judgments clouds your inner voice in you that kind of tells you what it is that you should be doing in this lifetime. And again, this can go into a lot of different conversations. The point is that we don't care about ourselves as much as we care about what other people think of you. Now, I'm gonna logically put this in perspective the way I thought of it. Is anyone else living in your shoes? Does anyone else have any idea what you're going through? Do you have an idea what anyone else is going through? So why is it even a metric included when other people have an opinion of you? At the end of the day, you're living your life. Your decisions that you make, you have to live with them. No one else has to live with them, so it doesn't matter what anyone else is thinking. I also learned very quickly, someone's always gonna have something to say about you. You're never gonna get everyone to approve of what you're doing. That should not even be your goal. That's why the only person you should seek validation from is yourself. Another thing that changed my perspective, everybody projects. Those people that you don't like because they're always judgy, they're always talking about other people. Maybe they're people at a party, maybe there's people in your family. They're also human beings that are just trying to survive, and you never know someone's past. You don't know what someone's been going through. It's very easy for me to sit up here and just say like, yeah, who cares what other people think of you? Just be yourself, blah, blah, blah. There comes a responsibility with a higher consciousness in that you have to understand that there's other people who have their own traumas and they're simply projecting on you. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna shove all their insecurities that they actually have for themselves onto you. This can come out in forms of judgment, it can come out in forms of gossip, whatever the case may be. What happens when you're a little bit more consciously evolved is that you start to see through it. You start to understand that every single person is just on this planet trying to thrive, whatever that means. I am you, you are me. So once you shave all the complexities down to a micro level and you see it as it is, you start to notice that judgment is pretty much projection, and you shouldn't let someone else's perception of themselves, which comes across as judgment, affect you. I think it's really important to have an overarching holistic understanding of like what the situation is, to really internally start to have a switch go off in your brain that like, oh, I no longer care what other people think of me anymore. And just because I'm now a person who really doesn't care that someone else is saying something to me, does it really mean that I now completely don't care what other people think of me? Yeah, it does. When you do something that you love and you have now stepped into this whole other world that you didn't think ever existed, and you're doing things for yourself, you're talking to people that are close to you, which you've attracted these awesome people in your life now because you're consciously evolved, and so you're only gonna attract people with that higher vibration to your life. You're too busy in your life to even think about other people, so you actually automatically somehow stop caring what other people think of you and you start doing what you want want to do. It's incredible. When I was miserable, like a few months ago, I would care a lot what other people thought of me, and I wouldn't make any decisions for myself because I was operating from a low frequency. Obviously, when you're operating from a low frequency, you can't rise above and see everything holistically, and you can't understand the situation you're in, and that's no one's fault. And a lot of us have to go there before getting to this point of not caring about what other people think of you. Then after that, I found my passion and I started doing it, and I started doing it unapologetically. This looks different for everyone. Sometimes the definition of thriving means making more money. Sometimes the definition of thriving means, I don't know, reaching their dream. For me, that means content creation. It's making my soul come alive. So as soon as you take the first step in the right direction, things start to line up. The universe only wants to help you. So if you're a person who is scared of doing whatever your passion is, you're scared of trying new things, you're scared of what other people are gonna think of you, you're actually holding yourself back from becoming a person who is so energetically thriving, and you no longer care what other people think of you. You just gotta start by faking it till you make it. Because at first, when you're trying to really stop caring what other people think of you, there are gonna be things that you do, probably very nerve-wracking. When I posted my first video, I was terrified. I was like, I don't want anyone I know to see this because I just thought it was a bit terrifying. Now looking back on it, I don't know why. I'm simply just being myself, and I owe it to myself to be myself, but it was a bit nerve-wracking because I cared what other people thought of me, right? But then like very soon after that, when you truly find what you love to do, you kind of get so indulged in it and you get so happy. I'm making this video because there are so many people that aren't being true to themselves. I don't know what that means for you. If this is resonating with you, that probably means something, and I can't tell you what that is, only you know. There are so many people who I see that are just so nervous about doing things because they're scared other people are gonna judge you. What if you do something incredible for yourself and you inspire people, and then now those people are actually gonna do what they wanna do? You're now creating a cycle of people who are like-minded. Now you've contributed great energy into this world that is having an effect on other people in a positive way by just being who you are and just doing what you wanna do. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but it's so worth it. Please, I am telling you, if there's anything you wanna do, you have this beautiful lifetime to do it, and there's no better time to start than now. We only ever have the present moment. We don't have the past, we don't have the future. Now, I could have made a video on like, you know what, you're better than them anyways, and you don't have to do blah blah blah, and like that's how you stop caring what other people think, and fake it till you make it, and all that is true, but I really wanted to bring a more holistic perspective that I haven't seen on the internet yet, that I'm going through. That could be a whole other video topic if I wanted it to be. This is just what I wanted to make a video on, and I'm being completely authentic to myself because I just wanted to put this out there into the internet. Like, whoever needs to hear this, hear it. But if you do want to support me, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on my socials. Yeah, I'm going to eat this banana. That was a very stupid thing to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was of value to you, and I'll see you guys next video. Mwah.